on, yeah. Welcome to Robertland. That's right. It's your favorite fast food nothing for work comedy theme park. Holy shit, I just heard Robert fart his fucking brains out. I am your co-host, Rossco Soletrain. Robert is going to take a shit. That was a gnarly fart that I just heard.
He's taking it right now as we speak.
This is Manolo. What's up, Manolo? How you doing?
Hey,
wow.
So dandy. How
yeah,
you doing,
man.
Rossco?
Jesus
Thanks for
Christ.
having me back.
Oh, man.
I'm glad to be back.
The pleasure is all ours. Today we are going to be talking about two juggernauts in the fast food sphere. Both have been influenced heavily by Mexican cuisine. We are talking about number one, Del Taco, and number two, Taco Bell. Those are the two heavy hitters. Number one would be Taco Bell because it's the biggest Mexican-inspired fast food chain in the world. And then number two would be Del Taco. It's number two.
I think the only influence on both those joints is the word taco.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Because me, as a Mexican guy born and raised in Mexico, I love Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I fucking love Taco Bell.
One of the few.
One of the few, but here's the thing. Here's one of the facts. When we, or at least me, or most of us Mexicans, go to eat Taco Bell, we go and eat Taco Bell. We don't go and eat Mexican food.
No, you're going to Taco Bell.
We're going to eat Taco Bell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plastic. Give me that plastic. Or
weird cheese.
Yes,
yeah,
Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah. Fake-ass fucking corn tortillas.
And we love it.
Well, before we get too far into it, we got to go into my favorite segment and your favorite segment, Fast Food Minute with Zack Hillman. Enjoy.
This is Fast Food Minute with Zack Hillman. In Soviet Russia, ham burgles you. Burger King Russia filed a motion with the country's Anti-Monopoly Business Board in 2017 to have the horror film It removed from theaters because they felt that it constituted free marketing for McDonald's. They even went so far as to say that the murderous alien spider ghost clown, Pennywise, was an exact replica of McDonald's spokesharlequin, Ronald McDonald. Aha, yes. Who could forget that classic Mickey D's commercial where Ronald McDonald lured Georgie into the sewer and then turned him into the Grimace? Of course, the legal motion did not carry, which is truly sad, because we could have avoided It Chapter 2 altogether.
Wow.
Zack, dude.
Wow,
That's
Zack. He's something else. They gave us the Zack attack today.
Zack attack indeed, baby.
I want him to give me a sack attack.
Hell yeah.
Dude, so, yeah, man, Del Taco and Taco Bell, two California staples.
Yeah, Del Taco, I've never been to Del Taco, but we went to the drive-thru
today,
right now, and I saw the menu, and for me, it was like a lower grade Taco Bell, just the menu.
Well, if you looked closer, there's a lot of stuff on that menu that Taco Bell just doesn't have at all. They have like different kinds of meats. Like, Taco Bell is like, you go there either to get, I mean, do they have carne asada at Taco Bell?
Shit, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's menu options at both places that only exist in those places.
I heard that the meat had actually like a big percentage of plastic.
That wasn't true.
Oh, okay.
So back in there was this whole thing that came out about like Taco Bell. It was 88% of the meat was actually meat. And what's the other 12%? Well, the other 12% is like a solution of water and spices.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like this big thing where it was like, oh, they're putting plastics in the meat and all that shit. I mean, which I wouldn't put it past any of these companies. And there was a lawsuit that happened where, or not a lawsuit, but Taco Bell had to recall a bunch of tortillas from stores because Taco Bell has all their like store stuff. You know, you can buy the sauce in stores and
But
things like
why
that.
would they recall it?
So apparently they had fast-tracked these taco shells that were that had a genetically modified corn product in there that wasn't made for human consumption yet.
Oh, okay.
So they put it out there anyway, and I think it cost a fuckload of money.
Fuck, but I mean, it didn't hurt no people. They just went past the regulations.
They
right?
did, yeah, because yeah.
Okay. No, well.
Taco Bell has a history of doing this, by the way, where they have like overstepped boundaries and done things to kind of makes like, you know, it's like profit over people.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of, you know, big corporations are anyway. But
here's another thing that supports my fact that we Mexicans don't really go for the Mexican, the 1% Mexican menu things.
Yeah.
We love the Mexican pizza, which
Sure.
I think they got it out of circulation.
Yes, but they do bring stuff back.
Like,
So what
what
they-
the fuck?
well,
Mexican pizza, dude, that was the best.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Oh,
What's
here
that
he is.
smell?
Wow.
Taco Bell, baby. Speaking
Wow,
of
holy
which.
shit! I thought I smelled something. Wow, fibrous.
Yeah, I couldn't go. I don't know. We'll see
Oh,
what
you
happens.
just sat there and just farted.
Yeah, I was just farting.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when
Yeah,
that
I
It's
happens.
like
don't
just
know,
sit there and
dude.
just fart. Maybe you should have some of your Del Taco churro bites, and that'll help
There's
you.
actually a Mexican phrase that you know what up here is that dog that barks loud does not bite, right?
Yeah.
There's a Mexican saying that goes like a lot of fart, no shit.
Oh yeah.
That's what they say. A lot of fart.
Well,
no
my
shit.
dad
I like
used
that
to
one
have
better.
my dad had a jingle growing up where it was, there I sit, brokenhearted, try to shit, but only farted.
Love
and
it.
It's just a
It's a
bummer,
German
man.
thing.
and I remember like as a kid, I thought it was so profound, dude. I was like, oh my god.
My dad's a poet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
And I knew it.
Well, Robert, we already did the fast food minute with Zack Hillman.
Which was
Always great,
epic,
dude.
epic.
You are the host. That was kind of interesting doing the intro by
It's fun
myself.
to switch it up, you know. I'm like,
Yeah,
that'd
yeah.
be cool to have you do the intro.
Yeah, never done it before.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. I love
You
it.
handled it well. And
I tried.
even with what I threw at you.
Huh?
Even with what I threw at you.
Dude, that was hilarious. That was such a loud fart, like just walking into the bathroom.
Damn, that was the intro, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
dude,
much,
well,
yeah.
I
That'd be
think
so
that-
great if we picked it up
I
on the
hope
mic.
it picks it up. It was pretty powerful.
So
But-
before, because I know that we all have fond memories of both, well, mostly Taco Bell for me, but we have fond memories of both Taco Bell and Del Taco.
Yeah.
Today was the only second time that I went to Del Taco. I grabbed an iced coffee. We grabbed you some churro bites, and
Which
then
is pretty good, eh?
yeah. And I really wanted to go there because I wanted to try their horchata milkshake. They did not have it on the menu. They had the strawberry piñata.
Puñeta.
Puñeta.
Strawberry puñeta.
Yeah, it was.
That's
not-
what it's called.
Oh.
Actually called
Puñeta?
puñeta, which good points for the taco, like not giving a fuck, yeah.
No.
Puñeta, strawberry puñeta.
Yeah, I got all kinds of the history of both Taco Bell and Del Taco goes way deeper than I thought. I didn't think this episode was going to be fun at all. I was just like, yeah, it's just going to be one of those throwaway like versus episodes of basically the same product. But no, they're quite different,
Shit,
and they're owned by two juggernauts in the fast food or the food spheres.
okay.
Now Del Taco, I mean, spoiler alert, they're owned by Jack in the Box. And Taco Bell is a part of a bigger conglomerate of fast food restaurants called Yum Brands, which is
Yeah.
KFC, Long John Silver's, A&W, Taco Bell, and I believe
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're like under that umbrella. So that's what explains why you see sometimes KFC A&Ws or Taco Bell, KFC.
Long John Silver.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? To save on realty?
I think both. I think so. It's to save on food costs and to save on realty. I know a lot of these companies, what they do is they'll pick up other, like for instance, like Jack in the Box. So Jack in the Box picks up Del Taco because number one, it kind of expands on their fast food empire and their buying power. It's like if you can swallow up another chain that's successful, you know that you're buying so much more meat, so that's going to drive down your food costs. So the initial investment of $525 million, which is what Del Taco was sold for, that investment will pay itself off because it's going to immediately drive down food costs for you. Your buying power is going to be that much better. So it's a whole thing.
I
Yeah,
guess logistics of food drop off, product drop off as well, right?
Sure, yeah.
Dude, there's so much. Like, I know there's a lot to get to, and I'm curious because, yeah, dude, my brother's first job was at a Del Taco. There's so many memories I have of Taco Bell
Yeah.
and Del Taco, but you have some history for us, right?
So
on them
I have
joints.
a lot of history on both Del Taco and Taco Bell. I'm going to try to get through this as fast as I can. Please feel free to interject whenever you want and break it up because it is a lot to digest. And I know that we're both going to have, or both of you guys are going to have comments about some of the things that have kind of gone down.
I just gotta say, I loved Taco Bell. Now I like Taco Bell. My first job was at a Taco Bell as well.
Interesting.
My first job,
Wow.
yeah, at the corner selling weed from a Taco Bell and
Awesome. I actually worked at a KFC.
selling weed.
Well, I worked with
Crack.
a guy that was selling
Oh,
weed. Yeah, we called him Dr. Dreyer. His last name was Dreyer, but we called him Dr. Dreyer because he was like super white dude,
He
had
used to
hella
go
good
yee.
weed, and yeah, he was like
Yee.
big into rap music. So Dr. Dreyer was a perfect fit for this guy
That's-
Dre. Yeah, but it was awesome. Like he would sell weed at the bottom of the KFC cups. So he would. This is a little secret. He would take a big cup, and then take a small cup or take a smaller cup and
hell
put it
yeah.
inside of a big cup, and you'd have your weed at the bottom of the cup.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
great.
great
Thanks for
genius
your-
marketing.
Get your
Dr.
potato wedges
Dreyer.
and your macaroni macaroni and cheese, and an eighth.
And Nate.
Of bomb weed, yeah.
yeah.
He actually really liked working with Sean. KFC was a great job, but regardless, we're not talking about KFC. We're going to start with the history of Taco Bell. All right. So Taco Bell was founded by Glenn Bell. He was an entrepreneur who opened up a hot dog stand called Bell's Drive-In in San Bernardino, California in 1948.
That's Bernardino, right?
Yeah. I was. San Bernardino is quite the place. Bell watched long lines of customers at a Mexican restaurant called Mitla. I think it's Mitla. M-I-T-L-A. Mitla Cafe, located across the street, which became famous among residents for its hard shell tacos. Bell attempted to reverse engineer the recipe, but eventually the owners allowed him to see the process of how the tacos were made. He took what he learned and opened up a new stand in 1951. The name underwent several changes from Taco Tia to El Taco before settling on Taco Bell. During this time, Glenn Bell and his wife influenced John Gallardi to open up Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, like that?
Yep. So that was the first iteration of Taco Bell. John Gallardi, who was the guy who started Wiener Schnitzel.
But you said something that popped up for me. Like, did they sort of invent that fucking shell taco?
So no, they didn't. But Mitla Cafe, they were doing it before really anybody else was. And so they were like, so Glenn Bell was like, that's fucking amazing.
Because that does not exist in Mexico at all.
Nope.
You know
Nope.
that shell?
Yeah. So that was it. Mitla Cafe started doing it.
Hell yeah.
And you wonder, it's like somebody must have just thrown something in the deep fryer and been like, oh, this is perfect.
So that's like the fortune cookie, right, of Mexican food, where you're like, right? I mean, that's crazy.
You never know what the fuck you're going to
But
get.
that's wild because so many Americans like know tacos for hard shell. Like that's always an option, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
And it's funny because like people think that burritos don't come from Mexico. No, they do come from Mexico.
Yeah, I
do.
did not know that.
Yeah, but they were like something that like cowboys, like gauchos would would
okay.
just grab. They would make those. But normally it was like a regional Mexican thing. I think like Sonora, where they had flour tortillas.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like some of the best flour tortillas are from
Sonora. Yeah.
You know, everyone talks about the authentic stuff.
Yeah.
They always argue, "Oh, this isn't authentic," but that like could revolve around so many things, like where you're from in Mexico, what your family does, right?
But
like,
yes, but I think in Mexico there are facts to back it up. Like the flour tortillas in Sonora is because of the water. In Sonora, and especially in Ciudad Obregón, which is where my girl's from, you can actually drink the water from the tap. I think that's the only place in Mexico where you can do that. So the water's like pretty cool. So they make those flour tortillas. They make some flour tortillas they call sobaqueras, which is armpitted. They armpit the tortilla because they go like this when they
Stretch them?
So they go like this and they go through the armpit.
Whoa.
So they call it armpit tortillas, which are some of the best.
Which part of Mexico has the chalupa and the cinnamon twists?
California?
Yeah. Okay. You're exactly right. Okay, so Glenn Bell opened up the first Taco Bell in 1962 in Downey, California. The original location was only a 400 square foot building with the mission-style arches that covered a small walk-up window that served the original menu, which consisted of tostadas, burritos, frijoles, cheeseburgers, and tacos. Each menu item was 19 cents, which equals out to being only $2 per item in 2022 money. The first restaurant closed in 1986 and was eventually moved in 2015 to the corporate offices in Irvine and is currently stored intact on the corporate parking lot premises, and it's known as Taco Bell Numero Uno. So that was actually a thing where apparently they were going to demolish the building. It was like most old Taco Bells. They were a different Mexican restaurant. So you'll see old Taco Bells littered throughout California that are something else. In my hometown, the old Taco Bell is an original buffalo wings, and they took the Long John Silvers when they merged when Taco Bell merged with Long John Silvers and the Yum brands. They took the old Long John Silvers and converted that into a Taco Bell, and the city forced them to making it look like the Mission style buildings across the street. Okay. And Taco Bell did it, and it's actually a really cool looking location. But anyway,
but they're actually from San Bernardino.
They are,
but they acknowledged as the number one in where was this?
So they took the number one store, which was originally in Downey. So that was like the first Taco Bell, like not Taco Tia or not El Taco. It was the first Taco Bell. And they moved it, but I think they were going to demolish the building. But people were like, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And well, Taco Bell was like, fuck yeah, dude, we'll save it. Yeah. Taco Bell does some really interesting stuff.
Have you been there?
I have never been to the corporate offices.
Did you see pictures of it?
I've seen pictures. I've seen videos of them moving it.
Oh,
it was a
shit.
big. I mean, I'm a nerd when it comes to architecture, mostly signage, but I also do love architecture, especially like California in like based architecture stuff, like Googie architecture and things like that. And I remember it was a big fucking deal when they moved it, and they put signs on the back of it, like where it was going, and yeah, they made a thing about it.
Is Santa Fe a type of architecture? And is it from here in California? Or
No. So Santa Fe I don't know if Santa Fe architecture is a thing, but I'm sure there are that is in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm sure there is some kind of like I've never been there, so I can't quite say. But
I've been there. There was a guy on meth like making balloons, and it was the best thing ever. It's
front
a
of
fun place in Santa
front of
Fe.
a Del Taco?
No, it was a restaurant, and I had a Santa Fe burrito. It was good.
Well, I bet.
But
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So in 1964, the first franchisee opened in Torrance, California. In 1967, Taco Bell opened up their 100th restaurant in Anaheim. The first location of the first location east of the Mississippi was opened in 1968 in Springfield, Ohio. Original Taco Bells only featured a walk-up window without indoor seating or drive-through services. And a former original Taco Bell locations, well, they still survive. They've mostly been repurposed, like I said earlier, into different Mexican restaurants and things like that. In 1978, Pepsi purchased all 868 restaurants from Glen Bell for $125 million worth of Pepsi stock.
Okay, shit. Okay, so up until that time, the first original Mr. Bell, Graham Bell, or I don't know.
Glen Bell, yeah.
Glen Bell, was he still the owner or majority
No,
shareholder?
he was the owner.
But just one owner, or was it?
He owned
now
all.
a public?
Oh, well, he was franchising them out. So I think that he got it up to like store number 100 or something. But I could be wrong on that. But he owned the majority of them.
So there's a Bell family in San Bernardino that's loaded.
Oh, you know it.
In San
There's the
Bernardino.
Bell Mansion in San Bernardino.
They got the fuck out of there.
Fuck yeah.
So they
The
bought
fortress.
So Pepsi changed some of the menu. They added shit, and they began marketing Taco Bell as a mainstream fast food joint. In 1984, Taco Bell bought all of the 99 locations of the local chain Pup and Taco, which will be covered on another Robertland.
Never heard of
Coming
that.
up soon.
So there was 100 of them, and apparently, so they're based out of Pasadena, which is nearby here, and apparently Pup and Taco was well loved. Every once in a while, I'll be somewhere and I'll see somebody wearing a reproduction Pup and Taco shirt because they were that loved.
You
In
talk
fact,
to older people, and they all they talk about how great it
Yep.
was.
Yep.
What was that? Tacos as well? Like a Mexican joint?
yeah, it was tacos and hot dogs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Pup and
so
Taco.
Combo.
I had no idea what it was until my client Adrian Beard was like, "If you're doing a fast food podcast, he's like, you have to do Pup and Taco," and I'm like, "All right, cool." Like Adrian's the shit.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like,
Shout
he
out
would know.
Adrian.
Yeah, I wish I could get him on as a guest.
He works on some fun shows.
Yeah, he works
right?
on a little show called, you might have heard of it, it's called South Park.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out South Park.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
fucking A, dude. So
he's
Adrian's the
Token.
shit. He's Token,
Right?
yeah. And
Oh,
Token's
no.
dad, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're joking. Yeah?
Yeah, he was the.
That's my
he's
favorite
the,
character.
Is he
Dude,
from
Shout out, right?
California?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Oh,
Pasadena.
cool. Nice.
Yeah, and fucking, Adrian, he's the art director. He's been with him since day one. So
Hell yeah.
He's the fucking shit, man. So fucking cool. Got
Hell
the best
fucking yeah.
stories.
Hell yeah.
Dude, so that's crazy. So they bought like 100 was that all of the Pup and Tacos?
They bought them all. Yeah.
Ju-
Wow.
They
just,
bought-
just to get them out of circulation.
just to cut out the competition, and they do this a lot.
In that monopoly?
Well, I mean, the monopoly laws are pretty fucking loose in the United States. Like, it's like, give me a fucking break. It's like they pretend, but it's like there's so many monopolies in the United States. It's kind of ridiculous. Or there's like companies like Apple that are allowed to just do things that are very monopolistic.
Or there's probably loopholes, right? Like, we'll buy them. We'll try to make Pop and Taco a thing.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out, so it's not Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
totally. So they normally do that kind of stuff to, one, to eliminate competition, but also to gain real estate. So they want, a lot of these places are in like prime real estate locations. Yeah. So they did that, and I think there was 3 Pup and Tacos that were left over, and then they all changed their names to Pop and Taco.
Pop and Taco.
Yeah, but they're now, I think I'm fairly sure that as of right now in 2022 they're all closed. So it wasn't like a slam dunk for Pepsi when they first bought Taco Bell. Apparently they had a fucking 16% drop off as soon as they bought them.
Did they serve Coke before that?
No, I think they always serve Pepsi.
Yeah,
yeah,
because they've always been a Pepsi place.
yeah, that's why one of the reasons I grabbed this cup.
Perfecto.
Do you prefer Pepsi from Coke or?
I prefer Coke than Pepsi, but I don't drink much. So I'm a coffee boy. You know, that's my favorite.
So those type of restaurants, because it's weird, because a lot of people will be turned off if they don't have Coke.
Yeah.
In my experience.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a pop
Connoisseur?
drinker
Yeah.
as well, so I don't really mind.
Yeah.
One thing that I love about Taco Bell is fucking Mountain Dew.
We're gonna get to that.
Well,
that's
we'll have a
there's
Baja
something-
Blast
there's-
in a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so it was a rocky start with Taco Bell with Pepsi. So they drop a 16%, but that all changed 11 years later because of a limited edition series of cups from the Cape Crusader himself, Batman. So and this is so fucking weird because I remember growing up and I never really liked Taco Bell at all. And there was another place in my hometown called Pueblo del Sol. There was only one of them. I always thought it was a chain, but it was essentially a Taco Bell knockoff. I would go to Pueblo del Sol, but I would never fuck with Taco Bell ever.
With the OG.
And then I remember wanting those fucking glasses or those cups so bad. Because that was a big fucking deal. Do you remember that? You might have
The
been a little too
Batman
young.
cups?
The Batman cups.
Yeah, I think so. I remember the movie tie-ins after that.
So
was that the
Who
first?
was
That
Batman?
It was Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking
That's
about.
the best.
So
the
that
best
was-
Batman for me. Eh?
Best Batman, yeah.
Yes.
So that was like one of the first times they really hit it hard. So that ended up turning everything around for Taco Bell, and they became the powerhouse that they are today because of fucking DC Comics and Batman.
Yeah.
In 1991, they started the 59, 79, and 99 cent menu, which transformed the fast food chains entirely because it put pressure on everybody else.
What year?
There's 91.
59-cent menu.
Yep, 59, 79, 99. It was a big ad campaign. And what it did was it basically put all these other fucking, Burger King and freaking McDonald's, it really made them just go, we have to really get our value menu under control and really go for it.
Was that like the beginning of the value menu on fast food?
It
you
was
think?
it was right at the beginnings of them, and Taco Bell knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out of the park so hard that their sales in 1 year went up 60%. Just because of that one choice.
Dude, those toys that they had, I remember they had a Muppets, very good memory of being a kid, and the Muppets Christmas Carol movie came out, and they had toys.
That might have
And I
been
remember getting those.
one of the last ones.
What were they
Yeah.
selling for 59 cents?
I think it was like a taco was for 59 cents, and I remember this. I remember
Taco's $1 now. No, it's two for $1, right?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
it one taco for $1?
I think they're probably $1 a piece at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Taco Bell in a long
Oh
time.
yeah, it's $1 something.
Yeah.
It's $1 something.
So in 1993, Taco Bell was a part of a product placement campaign for the movie Demolition Man.
Oh, yeah.
So
yes, dude.
where all the restaurants are Taco Bell. Literally,
Yeah.
that was the whole thing of the movie was in the future.
That's Stallone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stallone. Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
And Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, with his hair.
So
out of it.
they were using a futuristic Taco Bell logo that to this day is still their logo.
Which makes so much sense, right? In
Yeah.
the movie The Future Taco, everybody eats taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Okay, so in 1997, Pepsi spun off all their restaurants in a company that would eventually turn into Yum Brands. It includes Pizza Hut, KFC, Long John Silver's, A&W, and Taco Bell.
Question.
Yeah.
Yum Brands owns Pepsi?
They were Pepsi started a different company called Yum Brands.
Oh, okay,
so they
so
kind of
it's,
spun off all their stuff.
But
and
PepsiCo is PepsiCo, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so now they're running as two different companies, but
They annexed them.
I feel like all these companies are owned by fucking Jeff Bezos. You know, it's
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos. So also in 1997, the Taco Bell Yo Quiero Taco Bell Chihuahua was introduced.
That was a game changer, right?
Well, as successful as that
Yo
was,
quiero
it
Taco
actually
Bell.
it didn't generate any sales for the company, and it also cost them $43 million fucking dollars because they stole the idea from two people at an ad agency.
I think I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
So it did one good for them, but then the lawsuit and
But it wasn't even changing their sales.
For people that are too young, the Taco Bell Chihuahua was huge everywhere.
Huge.
Everywhere.
And the voice of the Taco Bell dog was also the voice of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, yeah.
Who's also Garcia from Reno 911.
So he's a big time
Voice
actor,
player.
and
Is he Latin or?
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Man, I wanted you to say white guy.
No.
Could that ad
be
run?
awesome.
Could that ad run today or no? Yo quiero Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
probably.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think that some of the stuff they were doing was kind of off-colored a little bit, but not crazy. I mean, it was like
I loved it.
me too. Yeah, it was
they-
great.
Yeah.
Loved it. That made me want to go to Taco Bell.
Fuck yeah.
Just that
The
dog.
Chihuahua, yeah.
It was it's super.
You
super cute.
being a marketing guy, that was genius, right?
Genius, and like they used that dog. That dog even went on to doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Like he was
the
in,
dog. The
Beverly
dog.
Yeah, he
Hills,
did, yeah.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
I don't think he was in Beverly Hills Chihuahua, but he was in Legally
like-
Blonde 2,
Oh.
And
as
that was
well
him.
as something else too. He went on having a very like.
Do you know the
Big career.
dog's name?
Oh man, I did.
I
I
remember he
don't know.
died, and it was a few years ago.
It was. Yeah,
wasn't that
he
long
lived
ago.
He lived a long life, and apparently he was like 15 or 16 when he died. Yeah.
Wow.
Shit, that's
So
all for
so they stole the idea, and then in 2012, Taco Bell released their most successful item, other than the taco, the Doritos Locos Taco,
Oh, snap,
and it was
yeah.
introduced. And they also did the fiery one. They did the
The
Cool Ranch
volcano
one.
taco, right? The
Yeah,
volcano.
They've done like a few different ones.
But I got a question. How do you think if you don't know, how do you think they would come up with let's do a Dorito taco? Like who the fuck thinks of that?
I think they were starting to experiment a lot because they had the.
Well, Frito-Lay and Pepsi are like also somehow linked. So there was
Yeah.
probably like somebody was like, we should put a fucking. It's like it's to me it's a perfect.
Perfect.
It's a perfect
I love
marriage.
it.
Yeah.
That's the only taco I get.
Yeah.
I get my combo, which is the 2 Dorito tacos and a Mexican pizza.
Dude, I loved Taco
There you
Bell
go.
is genius at like introducing things and like taking it away.
Yeah.
You know, like the
Yeah.
nacho fries, all that. But dude, I remember the volcano taco I loved, right? And that like that was right before the Doritos Locos, and then kind of during, and then they took it away. But I remember I loved it, and I found out that started during the Congo. Congo when it came out in '95.
The
That was
Michael
the first
Crichton.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, the
that was
Michael
the first
Crichton,
time they
yeah.
had volcano stuff, but then they brought
Gotcha.
it back later.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Congo.
Yeah, Congo.
What was the volcano taco?
It had like a hot sauce in it, and it was like a similar. It was like a pink shell. It was a different colored shell, and it had like this hot sauce that was a little
you liked
hotter.
it? You
and I
eat it?
liked the sauce. Yeah.
So Taco Bell began experimenting with the fast casual and urban concepts when it created the U.S. Taco Company and Urban Tap Room in 2014, reflecting a shift in the market due to the popularity of Chipotle. It was launched in Huntington Beach, California in August 2014. U.S. Taco Company closed in 2015, so the company could focus more on a similar Taco Bell Cantina concept, which featured special menu items and served alcohol. It opened up its first location a few days later in Chicago's Wicker Park neighborhood, followed by a location in San Francisco about a month later, located less than a block away from AT&T Park, which is where the Giants play. In 2016, Taco Bell launched the Taco Bell Cantina flagship store located on the Las Vegas Strip, a 24-hour restaurant that serves alcohol, unique menu items, and it's got a DJ. Love that.
In a chapel, right?
Well, it was announced in 2017 the store would begin hosting weddings.
Of course.
Yeah, dude.
So you heard
Yeah,
of that? I
yeah.
remember the Taco Bell Cantina. I don't know if in San Diego or something. Did they have one there? And I remember just passing through and going like, who the fuck would want to go there?
A lot of people.
Oh, so it was a success?
Well, check this out. So, Taco Bell Cantina currently has locations in San Francisco, Berkeley, 2 locations in Chicago, Vegas, Austin, Texas, Fayetteville, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Atlanta, Newport Beach, San Diego, San Jose, and also has plans to open up another restaurant in Somerville, Mass.
What the
Yep.
fuck?
In March
Would you
20
want to go? Yeah, you probably want to go.
Oh, I
there.
just want to
Fuck
see
it.
it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they like bet on. So check this out. So in 2020, Taco Bell announced that it would be converting 3 of its suburban stores into cantinas, but I fucked that up. But yeah, so the check this out shit is like coming later. So in 2016, Taco Bell built a restaurant out of 5 cargo ship containers for the Texas Music Festival South by Southwest. Due to the popularity of the franchise, they decided to move that restaurant to a lot in Southgate, California, and it opened up to to the public a year later. The restaurant features Taco Bell's full menu with outdoor seating, a walk-up window, and a drive-thru, but no indoor seating, unlike regular Taco Bell
But
locations.
it's the containers, right?
Yeah, it's all storage containers. Wow. I haven't seen it. Southgate isn't that far away either.
And in Mexico, there's a bunch of restaurants like that.
That's so cool.
A bunch.
Makes sense, you know?
It's like a thing.
Fuck it.
There's actually a nightclub that's that's called The Container.
Have you seen the Container Park in Vegas?
No.
There's one in Vegas too. It's pretty cool.
And it's a club?
No, it's like all these storage containers that are like in like all these different restaurants and stores. That it's like a whole little complex
shit.
over there. Container Park, yeah. Taco Bell announced plans in November 2017 to open. Oh no, I already got that. So in 2019, Taco Bell opened up a pop-up hotel called The Bell, a Taco Bell hotel and resort, which opened for one weekend in August. Upon the announcement, the hotel was booked up in 2 minutes.
Hey baby, how do I taste after my chalupa?
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
You don't want to light a match inside that hotel.
Take
Yeah,
that
dude.
nacho cheese bath.
Yeah. Not
Wow.
just cheese bath. That's sexual as well. Yes.
So to finish this off, I got some weird facts about Taco Bell. Then we can talk about our experiences.
Oh, yeah.
And do we even need to read Yelp reviews on this one? I know they're fun.
What about Del
Yes,
Taco?
please.
Okay, well, yeah. All right, so weird facts about Taco Bell. So weirdly enough, and I've heard my mom's boyfriend, friend of the show, Ben Lee.
Yes.
He used to talk
Shout
about
out Ben Lee.
He used to talk about how Taco Bell used to call their tacos tacos, and I didn't know what the fuck.
heard that too.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about, but apparently it was true. They used to call them tacos.
Well, that's how you would pronounce it, right?
I guess I'm not me.
I mean, if you let's be honest, right? We're calling it taco because we Mexicans call it taco, but it's supposed
Tacos.
it's taco. It would have a K for it to be
taco,
right?
Taco. I want a Taco
Tacos.
Bell.
Very
Right.
strange.
After we go see the Cubs. Yeah.
Taco.
That's,
Yeah, I would
So-
call it a taco.
Taco Bell was so cool that they funded the first
no
X
taco.
Games.
Taco.
They also introduced the Baja Blast, and they are the only chain to sell Mountain Dew
Mountain
Baja
Dew.
Blast.
I love Mountain Dew. Is that a white drink? Let's be honest.
I think
Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I think it's a.
it's
total-
definitely a school shooter drink.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Right?
Incel. Yeah, I love Mountain Dew, but
love it.
dude, they not to diverge too much, but Baja Blast now is in stores
Yep.
because it's so beloved.
Does it have the Taco Bell logo? Or
Yep.
no? It
It
does.
does?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like as seen on Taco Bell.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell
Wow,
yeah.
it's amazing. Taco Bell and music producer Dylan Francis have a weird relationship on Twitter. Taco Bell put a giant target in the Indian Ocean when the Mir space shuttle came back to Earth, and if anything hit that target in the ocean, they would give everybody in the country free tacos.
Oh shit! Did it hit it?
No, it didn't. No. In 2015, they launched a certified vegetarian menu. In 2016, they announced it began testing a mashup known as the Cheetos burrito in select Taco Bell locations.
You know that shit would hit, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Flaming hot Cheetos
In a burrito.
whatever, it would hit.
Yeah,
They have flaming hot Mountain Dew. Yeah.
so
Yeah, have you tasted it?
No, my butthole tasted it though. I butt chugged
you just
it.
boofed it. There you
Yeah.
go. Good call. In 2017, Taco Bell announced a partnership with Lyft, in which Lyft passengers in Orange County could request the taco mode on their way to a destination between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., having a stop at Taco Bell. The program was soon canceled because of the negative feedback from all the drivers. Because so many fucking assholes, as soon as they saw that pop up on their app, they're all, taco mode? Yeah, here we go. And just made a big
yes.
old fucking stink. Can you
Yeah, the
imagine-
way back. Yeah, the
yeah,
way
and
back.
just imagine the amount of fucking like little bits of lettuce and tomatoes and cheese that freaking littered the bottom of their cars.
Roscoe, what do you think hits the stomach so bad from Taco Bell? Because
It's a fiber. It's all that GMO fiber is what it is.
right?
Yeah,
Because I mean,
and the
it's
fat.
meat. It's a little shell.
It's
what the fuck?
It's a combination between the fibrous taco shell that's like literally they made this stuff was used for feeding horses, and they made it work for humans. Yeah, so like it's it's a mixture of that, the fat content, and I know white people would be like, it's the spices, but it's not. It's the fucking fat content mixed with the shit fucking C-grade dog meat and the shit taco shells.
That's what'll do it. What about so Del Taco was got a crazy story too.
We'll get there. I got just a couple more facts.
Oh, okay.
So there's also a Taco Bell truck that drives around the country giving away free tacos.
Oh shit! So you spotted? Does it have a music? Just
That'd be
farts,
awesome.
Like the Wienermobile
Yeah.
of Taco Bell. It just like goes around.
Just
and
plays the Mexican hat dance the whole time.
No plays la. Es que no sabes
Yeah, there
cuando.
you go. And Snoop Dogg comes out.
Yeah.
You got your
Yeah.
taco deal, double D. Taco.
Yeah, like I'll do
taco.
anything for a
Yo,
buck.
those are tacos. Honestly, they're not
Tacos.
tacos.
I wanna start
They're
calling them
tacos.
tacos
Yeah, because
now,
this is tacos,
yeah.
not a taco.
So where
Jalapeno.
would you guys think that the largest Taco Bell would be located? I would think Vegas, just because.
Yeah, me too. That was my.
Saudi Arabia or
I
something.
mean, you're closer than Vegas. The largest Taco Bell in the world is located in Guatemala.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't know if you have that fact. Which Taco Bell sells the most in all the world?
I do not know. I do not know that, but I would. I don't know. I've seen people eating at the Taco Bells in China, and those Taco Bells seem to be fucking huge. And they actually look kind of rad. And they serve beer and margaritas and all kinds of shit.
I'd be down for a Taco Bell and beer, eh?
not?
I'd be down for that.
You got to go to
Taco
the
Bell
Cantina. You got in San Diego.
No, I've been passed. I don't know. It's just depressing, man. Like, to see myself inside a Taco Bell Cantina. Shout out Taco Bell. I love you, but, man, I wouldn't want to
You're
be
like,
there.
Nope. And then the last fun fact of Taco Bell is that there is a Taco Bell inside of the Pentagon.
Oh, like
Oh
that?
my gosh.
Yeah.
Why?
Who
They
knows?
studying for the fuel, something that...
Somebody pitched the idea to one of their buddies, and they're like, "Fuck!" Over a few beers, and they're like, "Let's make it happen." And they just went with it. I'm sure, like, such a weird idea.
Right next to the horse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there it is. That's the history of Taco Bell. But we're going to talk about Del Taco and Taco Bell. So why don't I get to the history of Del Taco? It's not quite as long as Taco Bell, but still has a lot of cool facts about the number 2 Mexican-inspired fast food chain in the world.
If you would switch up the name Taco Bell, Bell Taco, and then the B for D, Del Taco, what the fuck?
It's all fucking.
That's like melting my brain, dude. You're
Yeah.
opening my third eye right
It's,
now. My third
it's
hole.
Taco Bell Inception, or it's Taco
23.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 23. Yeah. All right, so Del Taco. Let's run through this real fast here. So, Taco Bell is a fast food chain, or Del Taco is a fast food chain which specializes in American Mexican cuisine as well as American foods. Del Taco's standard menu includes hard shell tacos, soft shell tacos, burritos, quesadillas, cuckoo crusties or cocoa crusties, I think, deluxe taco salad, crinkle cut French fries, cheddar cheese fries, shakes, and at least 4 types of dinner burritos. Which the last time I went to Del Taco, I got a dinner burrito, and it was a 3-meat burrito. And was it great?
What does tree meat mean?
Oh, 3 meats. It was like
What does
3
that
different
mean?
meats. I think it was
Different
like
meats?
Yeah, it was like I had like carne asada. I don't even remember what was in it.
Round chuck. And
Yeah, something. Yeah, it was like a 3 little bing bang boom, whatever.
You said gringo something?
No, I probably just was speaking. Oh no, cuckoo crusties, cocoa crusties.
Okay, so I heard gringo taco or something, gringo burrito or something like that.
No, dinner burritos. It was recently acquired by the San Diego-based, not friend of the show, but a friend of Manolo,
Hell yeah, who that?
Jack in the Box.
Shout out
And
Jackie.
it was a deal worth roughly $575 million. Del Taco is the second largest Mexican-inspired fast food chain in the world.
Okay, but where was the first? I mean, where's it from?
So the original Del Taco was opened by a guy named Ed Hackbarth and David Jameson in Yermo, California in 1964.
Yermo.
Yermo, yeah.
Where's that?
Y-E-R-M-O. It's like 1/3 of the way to Vegas. It's after San Bernardino. It's like kind of out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It was named Casa del Taco. The early success of the restaurant led to 2 more locations in Barstow and also one in Needles. A 5th restaurant in Corona was the first Del Taco with a drive-through window.
Whoa. In
Yeah,
Corona?
in Corona.
Your
yeah.
spot,
Dude,
baby.
yeah,
Shout
dude.
out.
That's crazy.
So, go for it, man. Yeah, you're good. So, things immediately start. Oh, push. Yeah, there you go. So things started taking a big drastic turn when a guy named Dick Noggle, who was installing Yep, Dick Noggle. Yeah, hello. He installed the first kitchen equipment in the Corona store. He was so impressed by the design, he joined Hackbarth and Jameson in the fledgling business. In 1966, the trio founded Red E Food Systems, Inc., with the idea of franchising the Del Taco brand. That same year, the original Del Taco Sun logo was created. In 1967, Del Taco introduced their bean and cheese burrito with green or red sauce. Noggle soon left the company to start the chain Noggles, which is another podcast that we will be eventually touching on in the near future. And Noggles is now making somewhat of a comeback.
Yes.
And this is something that's happened in the last few years. Oh, go for it, bro. And there, you gotta. Are you good? All right, cool. Yeah. In 1973, the company dropped Casa from its name, and Reddy's Food Systems became Del Taco Inc. By that time, the company had opened up a new restaurant every month. In 1976, Ed and Jameson sold Del Taco to a group of investors. The new owners sold the exclusive rights to use and develop the Del Taco name through the U.S., excluding California, Eugene, Oregon, and Yuma, Arizona, to the chemical company W.R. Grace and Company. Chemical company. Yeah, which is like so many like Jack in the Box. I think their parent company is Purina. You know, like, all these companies are owned by like real gross corporate fucking slugs. It's just like fucking strange. The franchise continued to expand. 4 years later, in 1977, there were 50 Del Taco restaurants, and then just a year later, in 1978, they doubled to 100. So in 1 year, they doubled their stores.
What do you accredit that success to?
The chemical company.
Yeah, the money.
Absolutely. The chemical. So in 1981, Del Taco had skyrocketed to almost 350 stores, located almost all exclusively in California. There was a guy named Anwar Soliman, who was the mastermind behind expanding all the Del Tacos in the United States in 1977. In February 1989, Del Taco merged or bought the 171 Noggles Mexican fast food outlets. And again, Noggles. So Noggles, Dick Noggle, the porn star.
Porn star.
Yeah.
He was the third man into the Del Taco brand, and he kind of streamlined everything, and then he spun off and did Noggles.
Yeah, dude, if you talk to certain people, like my aunt or any older people, they talk about how Del Taco, how great it was back in the day, but then they also talk about Noggles.
Yeah,
Which is
And
a
how
Mexican
good
restaurant,
Noggles was.
restaurant as well.
Yeah, it was like basically a knockoff Del Taco, but
So he started in Del Taco.
he started in Del Taco,
Wow.
yeah, and got
Yeah.
Del Taco on the ground to where they were. And he was very successful in his own right. I mean, 171 stores.
Yeah, we would
It's
totally
pretty fucking good.
We would know what a Noggles was if it was still
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
I mean,
around.
think
Yeah.
about Foster Freeze. Like, there's people all over California know what Foster Freeze is, and there's only like 70 stores left.
Yeah.
So Noggles, 171. So they got bought out in '89, and again, that guy Anwar Soliman was instrumental in that move. With the merger, Del Taco increased in size and spread as far east as Hickory, North Carolina. In the 1980s, Del Taco began to stay open all night. In Lake Forest, California, there are two Del Tacos across the street from each other because one was formerly a Noggles. And the same thing happened in Orange, the city of Orange, where there's two Del Tacos across the street from each other because it's the same.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's so weird. You'd think they would have just closed one and sold to like fucking Chick-fil-A or something.
Yeah, do they have the same owner or no?
No, different owners. Yeah.
That's so weird, no?
Yeah,
Are
so
we in
weird.
competition? Direct competition?
Dude, literally directly across the street. So Del Taco. Oh, so in '92, Del Taco recaptured exclusive rights to its name from the chemical company and was able to expand outside of California. Del Taco launched a $14 million program to redesign its restaurant interiors, kitchens, and corporate logos. The company presented its concept called Concept 2000 to restaurant design. In 1992, it introduced its new logo. In place of the orange and blue sunset, there was a yellow sun that rose over the green mountains against a red background. These colors represent the primary ingredients of Del Taco food.
That's how they sold it too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cheese, lettuce, and tomato. Later that year, executives announced plans to expand the chain to 500 stores by 1995, add another 225 stores by the year 2000. The first new markets it sought were Vegas, St. Louis, and the Northeast Corridor. Well, in 1993, Del Taco filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Wah, wah. Although renovations were made to keep Del Taco profitable, the company continued to pay rent on several unprofitable outlets that had to be closed.
Okay, but so they weren't franchising or what?
They were, yeah.
But what does that mean? Paying rent in some.
So so what happens when you franchise stores out? There'll be company stores and then there'll be franchise stores. So sometimes I was working in a place where the corporate, all the corporate stores sold. So all of a sudden, the parent, like the parent, was gone, and so like all that was left over was like 4 or 5 stores.
Okay. So let's say I'm the franchisee.
Yeah.
I just move into your spot and work there, right?
Or you would find a spot and then you would franchise the name.
Okay, but that way you don't pay that rent. That's on me, right?
You pay the rent. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But
You
you're
ju-
talking about the corporation.
Yeah, it's like they sell you the system. They sell you it's like they would sell you they would basically set you up for success.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, essentially, or failure, depending on McDonald's or whatever.
In this case,
So although they were some had to be closed, there was an attempt to negotiate lease reductions on other high cost sites. Also, Del Taco had been sued for $3 million by a former food supplier, and that was settled out of court because Del Taco probably fucked somebody over. 1995, Del Taco had 300 stores instead of growing to 500 stores. The chain began to prosper in 1997 when total sales reached an estimated $250 million. By December 1998, Del Taco had 325 stores in 12 states. In the year 2000s, a deal was signed with the Compass Group PLC that enabled Del Taco stores
love
to
their
be
music. Love
yeah, they're fucking amazing. They opened up Del Taco stores on military bases. The first to do business was at a naval air station in Maryland. Other Del Tacos were planned for U.S. bases in Puerto Rico and Naples, Italy. In 2008, Del Taco they announced the opening of its 500th restaurant in Burbank. In 2009, a new Del Taco opened up in Florida. Excuse me, making it the first time since the 80s that a Del Taco was available in the Orlando area. Del Taco started returning to Texas with a new location in Denton. In 2011, Del Taco opened up 4 locations in Colorado, mostly in the Denver area. Now they own 21 stores across Colorado. In 2013, Del Taco opened a store in Oklahoma. 2020, they announced expansion into Columbus, Ohio, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And they even have a location in Guam.
Something that I got to point out about Del Taco is that I'm pretty sure I've seen an ad for them, a commercial, but nothing that remarkable or nothing that I would remember.
Oh, dude, if you get bored, go watch old Del Taco commercials on YouTube. They're fucking mind-blowing.
They're good?
Oh my God, they're amazing.
Remember Del Taco Dan?
Yes. Yeah,
I
that was
met him.
yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, when Del Taco came to town, Del Taco Dan was there,
Yeah.
and he was from Revenge of the Nerds 3.
Yes, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was the spokesperson for.
That was the commercial. He was
Yeah.
there.
At one time, he was like a guy that they marketed,
But
Yep.
Nothing for me. Nothing pops to mind.
Oh, dude.
You could have told me that they're 5 years old, and I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
no.
sense.
Yeah.
No, they're fucking deep roots here in California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to have the Del Taco Ron Jeremy promotion.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes with a free rape and
Yeah,
a side
yeah,
of
yeah,
diarrhea.
yeah.
There you go.
Both leave your ass
That was
thinking,
actually
right?
when The Hobbit came out. Yeah, it was tie-in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's great.
I confuse them with. There's this other restaurant, which I think it's called something fresh, Baja Fresh. No.
Baja Fresh. Yeah.
Is that a restaurant?
It is, yeah.
Yes.
I confuse them.
I honestly love
Not the
Del
same
Taco over Baja Fresh.
Yeah, but they're different. They're served
They're
different.
so different.
The other one's
yeah.
like seafood, something like that, right?
Well, they have like a lot of like salads and bowls and things like that. It's like more
like
supposed
fish
to be
taco?
like they're like
Health.
more healthy or fresh. It's
Yeah.
not either. It's like Subway. It's like the same. fucking
But
thing.
for me, honestly, Del Taco and that is the same thing. This is a guy who's not from here, you know?
Yeah.
So Del Taco, sure, I guess.
Yeah, I would. Well, we'll get there, but okay. So in 2019, Del Taco introduced the plant-based Beyond Tacos nationwide in a partnership with Beyond Meat. Since its introduction, Del Taco has created multiple other vegetarian and vegan menu options. In 2020, they launched a new dollar menu, which consists of items less than $1 with tax. The first mascot. Oh yeah. So in 2021 they sold a Jack in the Box. So recently they just sold a Jack in the Box. They have more than 2,800 locations across 25 states. It closed earlier this year, $585 million. The first mascot of Del Taco ever was a character named Del Taco, who they used basically from 99 to 2000. They were sued by the company that Zorro Productions Incorporated and TriStar Pictures, who claimed that the character Del Taco, masked and costumed in black, infringed on the copyright trademarks to the Zorro figure.
You know what? I think I remember that.
And
I think I remember
yeah,
that one.
and it's like basically Zorro with a bunch of little chilies around his freaking head, and instead of wearing a black mask, he wears a red mask. It's pretty corny. Del Taco suit.
You know what else is corny? Okay.
Yeah, they're my shit. Del Taco settled that suit out of court in 2000, agreeing to make changes to the Del Taco character and discontinued the whole ad campaign. And that's when they did like weird stuff like the Mole Men, which is the commercial that I sent you. I'm telling you, man, Del Taco there's a few commercials they've done that are brilliant.
Mole Man, I bet if it looks like shit, right? He looks like
they're like
a dump.
They're like these little guys. They're like little figures, little guys wearing luchador masks. And in one of the commercials, they're like stacking up against each other, and then they punch a guy in the nuts.
You know what?
And that's in the commercial.
I remember that also.
It's fucking wild.
You know what, Del Taco? I apologize. No, good branding. Good branding. I remember that.
They definitely. There's another commercial they had where it's like, it's these people in an office building, and everybody's like, "I'll take the usual, and it's a fantastic commercial.
I take the unusual.
So to finish this one off about the history, let's get some fun facts going. Well, Del Taco commercials are weird and
You eat
wild.
Del Taco, what's up?
You okay?
Oh yeah. I'm maintaining.
That's good.
Boy, had Taco Bell and Del Taco.
I both.
Del Taco restaurants nationwide grate they grate their own cheeses at Del Taco. They do it by hand.
They what?
They grate their own cheeses. Yeah, 9 million 40-pound blocks of cheddar cheese each year, which is like the equivalent of like, I can't remember how many Titanics, but it's like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another fun fact. Mexican fun fact. That cheddar cheese does not exist in no Mexican food. No Mexican food has cheddar cheese.
Is
That
it-
yellow cheese?
Yep. No.
Is it vegan pepper jack or?
It's any other it's any other cheese except cheddar.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
wow.
All right.
It's like, I can remember growing up, I worked in the fast food or the lunch line in junior high. They gave me a job where I was making minimum wage serving lunches.
Oh, yeah.
And I can remember all the Hispanic kids in my school, nobody wanted cheese.
It's because no
No queso.
for burgers,
Like,
I guess, right?
Even burgers, they're like no queso. Like every single one of them. It was like it was an interesting thing. I'm like, huh. I noticed like I was like that was the main consistent thing when it came to all the Mexican kids in my junior high.
Yeah, that's first off. That's what doesn't make it a Mexican food, you know.
Yeah, totally. So the Del cheeseburger and crinkle cut fries both have been on the menu since the chain opened in 1964. Del Taco beat McDonald's to the drive-thru by over 10 years. Barstow has items that none of the other Del Tacos have. So there's like a Barstow taco, a Barstow burrito, which I believe they sprinkle methamphetamines
Yeah,
all over the
just
top of
gonna
them.
say,
Yeah.
yeah.
And a little bit of freaking horse shit, and then just human diarrhea.
We got our Joe Biden. Let's go, Brandon.
the
meth.
FJB fucking burrito.
Yeah. Damn. Speaking of that, I might have to dump, guys. Should I do it on the pod?
Yeah, but we'll record.
Last but not least, the original owner, Ed, still shows up to work at the Barstow location.
Really?
Yes.
So we can meet that dude
Yeah.
at the Barstow.
Yeah. He still comes through.
He's on
Whoa.
that meth combo or what the fuck? What
Something,
way is he
yeah.
working?
Yeah.
He still cleans
So
the
he's a millionaire and all that. He's got the bodyguards and everything
I don't give a
outside.
fuck. He still works.
He has a mansion in Barstow.
Just
Like,
shows
is he
up
the
and works.
mayor of Barstow?
It's
Yeah.
so fucking cool. It's so cool that like
That is cool.
it's a big company, 2,800 stores, and he still shows up to work.
In
I don't know how
Barstow.
many. Yeah, in Barstow. I don't know how many shifts he does, but I think he owns 3 locations still, and I think that he's kind of allowed to kind of
What's his last name?
Hackenbach.
That's pretty.
So he
that's pretty
shows up to
badass.
work
Yeah.
every day.
Dude, like In and Out, the
Hackbarth.
the In and Out, like the daughter or whatever, like she like doesn't. Cause I think she lives in Orange County.
Great granddaughter. I
Yeah,
believe.
they moved like the like flagship store
Yes.
closer to her.
I watched an old episode of California's Gold, which if you guys don't know what California's Gold is, you can watch them on YouTube. California's Gold's a great show. It's like, to me, it's like public access with a budget, The host was this guy named Huell Hauser. It was a PBS
Wow.
show for years ago. Huell Hauser's great, but Huell Hauser just like
MD?
What's up?
MD? Hillhauser MD?
Yeah, pretty close. So Huell Hauser was this dude who used to go around to like restaurants and like places of interest all over California to showcase like the coolest parts of California. And he'd get people on camera that are not used to being on camera. But Huell Hauser could fucking hold a fascinating conversation with a fucking brick. Like he just knows how to like.
Wow, would you look at that?
Yeah, he's-
We're here in a
he's-
meth lab in
he's-
San
yeah.
Bernardino. Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
stick his mic in people's faces. Like he had this long mic. It's
He stuck his something
fantastic.
else in other
He-
people's
he
face.
sure did. He loved it. He loved the boys.
Everyone knows that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all know someone that
But there's
met
a-
Huell Hauser
Yeah,
different
there's
ways.
an old episode with all the In-N-Out Burger founders. It's
Really?
It's fucking awesome, dude. And like that girl, she's on there and she's like in her young 20s.
Yeah.
It's a really good episode.
I want to watch all of his
Oh,
stuff.
dude.
That's a fucking dynasty, those In-N-Out people.
Yeah.
Yeah, California's gold, man. If you ever get a chance, watch some of those episodes.
Shout out.
But it shows how
California's gold.
humble and cool the Del Taco guys are, like, still going to
Yeah.
Barstow.
Absolutely. So, if we're gonna do a versus, I'm gonna say Taco Bell versus Del Taco. I'm gonna vote Del Taco, and the reason why I'm voting Del Taco, it's not because of the like. So, if I'm gonna get a burrito from either one, I'm gonna get a Del Taco burrito because the meat choices, they have carnitas at Del Taco. They have things that you can't get at Taco Bell that I want. I like the fact that Del Taco has ice cream. Like to me, like that's fucking amazing. Taco Bell does not have ice cream.
That is true. Fast food joint needs to have ice cream.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I get like so they have like the slushies sometimes and things like that, which I applaud Taco Bell's drink menu, but for the most part, I'm going to choose Taco Bell or Del Taco over Taco Bell, hands down, because of the specific choices that you cannot get at any Taco Bell. I'm not a soda drinker, and I will say though, when I go to Taco Bell, if some asshole drunk friend of mine's like, gotta make sure Taco Bell. Every time I go to I'm ordering food off the menu, I want to order something for myself, but I never do.
You never order anything?
No.
Have you eaten Taco Bell?
Oh, at 100%, a ton of Taco Bell.
What would you get?
At Taco Bell, I would get a chalupa for sure.
Dude, I wish our boy, the late great Ryan D, was here because he had strong feelings on this issue.
Interesting.
One time at the last show that he did before he passed, it was me, him, and the cast man. We were in Apple Valley.
Yeah.
and he was pretty loaded after
Oh, I
the
remember
show.
the story.
And like you said, drunk friends at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wanted to go. He like refused Del Taco.
Yes.
It was like an absolute slap in the face to go to Del Taco,
Yeah.
which was hilarious because I always felt like Del Taco, quality wise, option wise, was better. But
Right.
there's Taco Bell. There's certain things that people like love, like the nacho fry. There's like a certain fandom to Taco Bell that
Yeah,
Del
Mexican
Taco doesn't
pizza.
have.
Yeah.
It's weird. I
Yeah,
don't
there is.
know.
So and what was his argument?
I don't know. He just
was
said,
pretty loaded.
yeah. He's fucked Del Taco.
His argument is I'm drunk.
Yeah, when I said that, he's like, "That's blasphemous."
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one Del Taco.
Yeah.
We got- okay, for me, if I want to if I want to go for variety, I would not go to either one of those restaurants.
Sure,
So that's
sure.
off the of the points for me, right? But for specifics, I know what I'm gonna get. It's in and out. It will satisfy. It will open up my butthole, dilated a little bit more. So if I want a Dorito taco, I'll get it there. If I want a Mexican pizza, I'll get it there. If I want a Mountain Dew, I'll get it there. I'll get it quick, fast, cheap. It's Taco Bell for me all the way, baby.
Sure, man.
And their marketing, it got all the way down to Mexico, man. People
Yeah.
go like, yo, let's go get some Taco Bell. And then we can come back and get some tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's very
You know?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
for me,
funny.
it's a Taco Bell.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh man, I guess it's me. Dude.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know. Okay, this is tough, dude. Because
Okay, so I'm gonna say that like if without knowing your answer, you strike me as a Del Taco guy.
Oh yeah, Del Taco, I'll take
In a
I'll
weird
ta-
way.
Yeah, well, Taco Bell. There's been things that I love. I love their nacho fries, their nacho sauce, like their nacho cheese, just nachos, cheese, and chips. Like, do it for me there so much.
And
That's another thing that we didn't talk about. The variety of sauces.
Yeah.
Like I literally get 20 packets of sauces.
It's tough, man. I don't know, because Taco Bell, there's things that I go like goo over, but then Del Taco, it's gonna make me feel less bad. I think sometimes. But
yeah,
it's the same
yeah.
shit. It's the
I
same
mean,
shit.
it kind of is.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I will say there's something that, like, right now I can taste a Chalupa Supreme. I can taste it in my fucking mouth. Like, I know what that tastes like. I know what that mouthfeel is. I know that it's going to kind of rough up the top of my mouth. I know that there's going to be a big old bite of sour cream. I know what those shitty tomatoes are like. There's something that, like, I know exactly what that is, and there's something very appealing about that deep fried shell, and there's all that fat and fucking gnarly shit quality fucking.
And you feel guilty. It's the only food that I feel guilty eating. Honestly, this is an honest thing. As I bite into it, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
That's the only fast food that I feel guilty eating.
Oh yeah, chicken bacon chalupa too, like one of those. Like, even that, like, I'm just like, I just know what that tastes like, and it's not good, but it's also very, like, it just grabs you by the fucking boo-boo in a weird way. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say Del Taco just because they have fucking ice cream, and there's just different menu items that just Taco Bell just doesn't have. And you can get that clean taco if you want. You can get that normal soft shell taco.
Something while we were driving through the drive-thru, the menu. This is what I was going at. The menu gave me Jack in the Box vibes. The way it was. Now I know why.
Although, yes, that's true. It very much did.
The way it's like all written out. And
Dude, I'm gonna give it to Del Taco, because Del Taco, like, there's so much variety, and it doesn't get the credit for it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And their marketing was just as strange as Taco Bell's.
Yeah.
However, that being said, the late great Ryan D, who is not here, he shifts the vote to it's a tie. It's a fucking tie. There is no. We are all winners here.
Yeah.
If we're fucking losers, fucking huge losers.
We're all losers here. That's the right word.
And fucking, it's like,
especially people who drink at a cantina, Taco Bell.
yeah, God, can you imagine? Should we do some? I don't think we need to do positive Yelp reviews. I think we should just do negative ones.
Yes, that'd be fun.
I gotta add something. Once I saw, I don't know if it was a Facebook or a tweet. Right? Some guy went like, Taco Bell, yesterday I went to your restaurant and I got the chalupa or whatever, right? No, I'm sorry. Yesterday I went to your restaurant and Taco Bell responded, "What'd you get?" And the guy said diarrhea, but it was worth it. He said that. I thought that was so funny.
So Taco Bell, they kind of embraced that. I watched this weird little segment where it was all these, like, quote unquote influencers and models and comedians and shit and music producers, all these random people, and, like, they talked about, like, getting bowel movements from Taco Bell, and it was because it's rich in fiber. Like, okay. I thought that was kind of interesting. They kind of owned it.
Your stomach will regret it as soon as it's like, what the fuck, dude? Right?
All right, so, this is great, dude. I've never seen a Yelp review with, this is awesome. Okay. So, on this show, we love to do Yelp reviews. We are doing Del Taco. We're going to start with that, which...
You don't have an intro for this? Now it's time for
Yelp reviews.
Yelp reviews.
Yeah, I think now it's time for Yelp
reviews.
Yeah.
All right.
And then something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so this one was just recently, actually. This is a couple days ago. This is awesome. This is from MK.
Ultra.
She's actually got a picture of herself on here. She is quite the Yelper. She has done a lot of reviews. She has posted pictures.
Of course she eats Taco Bell.
This is great, dude. So MK from Los Angeles. This is the East Hollywood location, Los Feliz. So the demographic is probably very elitist. But they're upset because they can't find parking. I understand. I totally get it. All right. That's a LA inside joke. Who would know that there's no parking in Los Feliz at all? Anyway, all right.
Happy.
MK, here we go. 1 star. Whoever was working at the drive-thru on July 31st, 2022, around 11:45 p.m. was the biggest cunt ever. First time I've ever seen a Yelp review where somebody said that one of the employees was a cunt. That is fucking... I kind of love this Yelp review. I'm not even elaborating. Just... no. Absolutely no. I get maybe asking too much from a fast food establishment, but this girl didn't even know what was in the menu and was talking to customers with a very rude tone. I'm literally in line waiting to leave, and I can hear this girl bitching at customers. Girl, if you hate your job so much, then leave. There are many replacements that would value their job and treat people with at least the smallest amount of respect.
You cunt.
Dude, she called her a cunt. Oh, my God.
So she didn't like the tone.
Wow, a person after my own heart. Oh boy.
So, I used to work at a clothing store, and this white lady once told me, like, don't speak to me in that tone. What tone? That skin tone.
Oh,
Hello. What? Did she really say that to you?
That skin tone.
Did she blow you in the back though?
She did.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking grab her by the throat. She's all, yeah, choke me harder. You're like,
I think that's what she was
bitch.
saying.
You
yeah.
bean.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. This is cool. All right, here we go. Here's Sage D from Echo Park, California. I love this is another 1-star
This
review.
dude's super white.
Yes, so white
Right?
that he's fucking gray, and he's a cartoon. That's so weird. So Sage D from Echo Park, he's only left 2 reviews on his Yelp. Both are 1-star because I'm seeing he's only given 2 stars out. So that would mean that he would give one other restaurant a 1-star review. So Sage D, I love the friendly staff. They're a joy to speak with and always are extremely pleasant. They get straight to taking orders. No silly small talk to talk like hello or you're welcome. Keep on being you, Sunset Del Taco team. What a condescending motherfucker.
Yes. I don't like this.
Sage D. Oh yeah, just don't even say hi. Sage D. Hey, listen from Echo Park. You're not from Echo Park. You are definitely from Millbrae or Menlo Park, I'm sure. Those are very affluent suburbs of the San Francisco and San Jose neighborhoods. Sage D. Fucking take your horse shit back to fucking San Jose suburb town. You son of a bitch.
I hope you eat Del Taco every day.
No silly small talk like hello or you're welcome. Oh God, these fucking condescending fucks. All right, cool.
I said thank you.
Here's
Pictures.
this is James K. This guy, I love it. Pictures. He's only left a few reviews and mostly 1-star reviews. Okay, James K. from Oakwood, Los Angeles, California, came over here as in here with your ears and not here as in the place. You fucking idiot. Came over here and purchased a burrito from the menu, a number 6 with chicken. This was a vegan burrito, no meat, but paid meat price. They need to retain all the people. No, they need to retrain. I'm sorry. They need to retrain all the people on how to make food and correctly place portions into the food. And then he put, this is how my burrito is supposed to look like. Oh, he actually took a picture of the fucking sign.
Yo, these people are crazy, man.
This is what my burrito was supposed to look like. What a joke. What does the second one say? Second one says, came over here to order some food and ordered a chicken burrito combo and number 6 on the menu. The lady in the kitchen made it with 90%. What the fuck?
What the fuck's that picture about? It's about his ear. He's hearing.
Oh my God.
I can hear you.
Oh,
What a
boy.
psycho.
Well, I think that's going to be it for the negative Del Taco reviews.
That's gonna be my red flag standard. You know, do you Yelp review? Yes.
We read them.
See you.
Yeah.
we need to start.
Man.
We want to start doing. We got to start a Yelp review
Account,
where
yeah.
we fucking review all these places. Just glowing reviews about how great everybody is. You know.
You're not gonna read a positive one. There's no positive ones.
I mean, it's Del Taco.
Taco,
it's
Taco Bell.
it's you know, it's part of the course. I'm sure there's some great ones.
The
But,
Mexican pizza gotta add something. I love the way they do not aim the cheese or the topping under.
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
It's everywhere but the
It's
pizza.
everywhere but
good.
on your
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's like it's they're doing it more avant-garde. You know, it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
more
like a
of
Jackson
It's art,
Pollock.
baby.
yeah.
It's art. It's the Pollux, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I guess when you're like really fucked up, it's kind of you're like, let's get this sour cream. Just go over here a little bit. And they got some cheese on it. Look in here. And,
It's all going to come out looking like that anyway.
yeah. Here we go. Here we
It
go.
looks a little bit better when it comes out. Eh?
Yeah,
Sure
yeah.
does, you know. I mean, it just depends on the spray, but if you get a good spray, get some good backsplash, it's good.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So here we're gonna move over to Taco Bell here. So by the way, that Del Taco location in East Hollywood, that location that we just read the reviews, that one was it had 2.5 stars. Like that was the total. But this Taco Bell location overall rating is 1.5 stars.
Yeah.
So Emily G from Inglewood, California. This was just
It's a
last
real
week.
G.
They were trying to overcharge us for 2 $5 boxes. They wanted to charge us $17 for both, and it was weird. The manager kept making someone stand outside and clean instead of letting us go forward into the drive-thru. Emily G from Inglewood. She's given another Yelp review. Someone else with another 1 star.
course.
These
of
fucking
course.
haters. These are haters.
But I guess you gotta be like really mad to write about it, right? To write, because I found myself, I've been guilty of that. That let's say if I'm trying to claim something on the phone or whatever, send an email. Oh, I get so mad, and I've been trying for or whatever, right? Send that email. Me, I've been guilty of doing that.
But you've sent the email.
Yeah, I've sent the email.
You never go on to Yelp.
No,
and-
never,
Yeah.
never. But I guess you gotta be double mad to go. Let me download the app or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's very strange that people will do these weird Yelp reviews. It doesn't. To me, it's like, what's the point? What are you getting out of this?
Angie G or whoever you are, I hope you're doing better. And
Yeah, Emily G.
Emily
yeah,
G,
fucking
I
A.
hope you're doing better. And
So earlier this year, Alex G from Los Angeles, who is extremely white to the point where their skin is gray, and they are also a cartoon character. They say, "Ooh, this is a good one. This is a bold claim right here. Avoid this restaurant. They give you back fraudulent fake money. The concept of a KFC Taco Bell is too good to be true." So, okay, Alex G, do you really think somebody's counterfeiting $5 bills? Do you really think so? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what do you? They're not going to give you change for a fucking. They're not going to give you change for a 50. No, sorry. There's a thing on the fucking window. It says we don't do any bills other than 20s. So you're getting change back from a $20 bill. So you're saying that they're giving you fraudulent $10 and $5 bills back?
you're tripping. You're spun, homie.
Spun. Yeah. One Yelp review they've done. Joe B. Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Dude, this is great. This
The
is,
commander-in-chief or no?
Yeah, Joe B. Yeah, this is it. From East Hollywood. Another one of these Joe B's. This is fucking. Oh, here we go. This is great. 1 star from Joe B. Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Best Yelp review we've ever read right here. Hands down. Shithole. I would rather have went to the store and bought a bag of Doritos and laid a massive mud monkey and eat it than this donkey meat jackass fucks that worked there. Wow, dude.
That's my favorite negative review that's ever been.
Joe
I give
Biden's
him
the
props,
man, dude.
dude.
Oh my
man.
God.
I give him props for his verbal.
Laid a massive mud monkey and eat it than the donkey meat jackass fucks that worked there. Dude, Yelp, I gotta tell you, this is great.
There's no way to top that. That's the
No.
best review. I that was hilarious.
That's great.
It
one
was
of
like
the
a
sets.
General Patton or something. What
It's
does he look
so
like?
good. No, he's another cartoon.
You donkey fuck.
Oh my God,
mud-
massive mud monkey. I have never heard that before.
That might be a racial slur, but I think I don't know what
Oh,
that
boy.
is.
Wow.
That sounds terrible. Maybe it's not the best review.
Farrah from Myrtle.
Kayla.
What did he look like? A general or something?
No, there's just no picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fucking great.
Shithole. Speaking of shithole, I don't know how much longer I can last without exploding.
Well,
in
we
my
can.
pants.
I mean, we pretty much wrap this one up. Manolo, where can everybody find you, buddy?
Everybody, you can find me at Instagram at the Manolo Comedy, and I gotta plug this.
Plug it.
I have my podcast out, and it's it's only on YouTube right now.
That's fine.
It's the Manolo Pod, but you can see the link also on Instagram. So I'll see you there.
That's
I'll
great.
be having these good fellas there on my
Yeah, man,
pod
we-
as
we
well.
can't wait.
So yeah, thanks a lot, Rossco.
Fuck
Thanks
yeah,
a lot,
dude.
Thank
Robert.
you, Manolo.
Yeah, Robert,
Yeah.
where can everybody find you?
You can find it Robertland Podcast everywhere. Where
Nice,
can they
man.
find you, Mr. Roscoe?
MassiveMudMonkey.com. It's a fecal website where it's monkeys that are jacking off inside a mud hole. It's really a lot of fun shit on that
sounds
one,
awesome.
literally and figuratively.
That's a racial slur.
Is it?
Well, on that note, life is a ride.
No.
Let's
no.
wait.
In
Cock.
Guy,
Oh yeah.
Life is a cock.
Do you know what we say, Manolo? Do you
It's
remember?
life is a cock, and you want to ride it all night long.
well, usually,
No.
no, we got a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In
Based on
Guy
our-
we trust.
In Guy We Trust.
Guy
So,
Fieri.
Yes.
so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
In
Guy
Guy
We
We
Trust.
Kayla.
Bye.